Brain injuries, including stroke, are a silent epidemic in Canada. Common causes of traumatic brain injuries are falls, motor vehicle crashes, sports, and assaults. Non-traumatic brain injuries can be caused by lack of oxygen, drug overdose, and stroke. In reality, it can happen to anyone. And in an instant, a life changes forever.
My dad had a hemorrhagic stroke 3 weeks after he had achieved a personal best time during an Ironman.
I overdosed.
Because I had a stroke.
We were hit by a car. And my helmet.
Our brain is a collection of brain cells, all in a network. Electricity conducts billions of these networks through connections known as synapses. Each of these networks is responsible for something different, like vision, speech, movement, and even consciousness. When someone has a brain injury or stroke, the brain cells die. Often, families receive little or no hope from medical professionals. Their loved one's prognosis can seem grim at best.
Very quickly, actually, they said that there's really not a lot of hope. One specific doctor told me he was a bacterial infection waiting to die, and I just needed to get used to the idea that my dad was going to die.
Fortunately, there is reason for optimism. The Association for the Rehabilitation of the Brain Injured provides rehabilitation to survivors of the most severe brain injuries and stroke. ARBI's approach combines compassion with science to create hope for survivors.
As we got in contact with ARBI, it was like a huge weight was lifted off my shoulders. They could see the determination and drive in my dad, which so many other people that I had encountered in the medical system could not see.
ARBI's philosophy is no matter how severe the injury, we just believe that everyone deserves a second chance in life.
They understand the science of neuroplasticity and see each individual's potential. Neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to heal itself. New synapses have to form to give living brain cells the ability to take over lost functions.
It's a process of new synapses forming, new connections forming, and areas of the brain doing things that they might not have done previously. It may take thousands upon thousands of repetitions for the brain to make the connections to allow someone to do something as simple as to reach to grab a cup of coffee or a pointer. And that's what the people at ARBI do, and that's what we do in rehabilitation, is retrain the brain to do functional things so people can survive and thrive.
Every brain injury is different, so every survivor faces unique challenges. These challenges can include issues like difficulty with movement. Sometimes, challenges are not so obvious, like problems with thinking and memory. Often, one or more of the senses are affected. Survivors can have difficulty communicating their thoughts or understanding others. They may also experience depression or lack of impulse control. They may need to relearn appropriate social skills.
When you first started coming here, you had trouble sitting up straight. You had trouble holding your head up. You were falling asleep all the time. Yeah.
He was not moving, he was not speaking, he was not eating. He was not doing any of the functions that we, as regular people, just take for granted.
Good, excellent work.
ARBI helps survivors reach their maximum potential so they can enjoy the best quality of life possible. Professional, caring staff offer a personalized approach to rehabilitation. Physiotherapists, occupational therapists, and speech-language pathologists assess each client. Together, the client and their family set meaningful objectives. Then the therapists design a program to help them meet these goals. ARBI's resourceful approach includes training volunteers to implement the rehabilitation program. Volunteers receive constant support and supervision from ARBI staff. Using volunteers is not only extremely cost-effective, survivors can develop meaningful relationships with caring individuals.
Volunteers play an essential role at ARBI. They bring all of their individuality, their book learning, their compassion, their passion for helping people and particularly helping our clients.
It's watching the accomplishments that Alan makes that's so joy-giving for me. It's been a whole world has opened up for me volunteering at the ARBI.
ARBI offers programs to survivors who are unable to access our facility for a variety of reasons. The team provides a comprehensive assessment and designs a program. Then, a caregiver or support worker is trained to implement the program.
We've reached out so far to almost 20 different rural communities in Alberta. We provide the same program and support, except it's implemented by a support worker or a family worker in their own home.
ARBI's Community Integration Program is a key component of the client's journey to recovery. When survivors are ready, they can participate in recreation or leisure activities where they continue to work on the skills they have regained. Recreation therapists consider many factors when choosing activities for clients. Building on current strengths, working towards future goals, and social and emotional needs are all factored in. Motivation is key. When faced with the possibility of not returning to their previous life, it is important to capture that personal reason to keep going.
All day long somebody takes care of me, and because I can't take care of myself. So having the opportunity to turn the table and do something for somebody else makes you feel pretty good.
Leanna's rehabilitation at ARBI enabled her to move out of long-term care back to her home.
Oh, it means everything to me and my husband. It's great to be home. And I'm cooking some. I can make a pretty good banana bread.
And now you're doing like 2.5 hours of therapy every morning, practicing going from sitting to standing, and your standing balance, and walking every day. You should have a big grin and be very, very proud of yourself because you've worked very, very hard. And you've got a long ways to go, but you're getting there. Yeah.
He has turned around remarkably. It's just been amazing recovery. He is in a chair that helps him rather than inhibits him. He's very well spoken with a loud, clear voice. He is eating most regular food. He is able to move himself around, and he's so much more independent than he used to be. It's great just to be able to sit and talk with you. It's great to be able to have a meal together. Those are great things that a lot of us take for granted.
Survivors are your neighbors, your coworkers, family, and friends. They are parents, grandparents, siblings, and children. They are volunteers, artists, athletes, students, fundraisers, and mentors. They are us, and we are them. We are all connected.